One of the strengths of this online repository is its sheer size. As you can see, it has over 800,000 learning resources. But bigger isn't always better. In this example, we're going to take a look at browsing this repository. Notice there's only a few categories by which you can browse: provider, language, format, context, and type. Notice there is no subject browsing. This is a real disadvantage of this database in that you can't just limit initially to chemistry, math, science, history. Rather, you have to start with provider, language, and the type of learning material you're looking for. So at this point, I'll take a quick look at provider, but as you can see, there's a number of providers. One is Merlot and another is OER Commons, but you'll notice that the OER Commons number is only just about 31,000 items, whereas the current OER Commons website, if you go there directly, has over 50,000. So clearly this repository isn't updated as quickly as the repositories that it's pulling information from. So in essence, this is kind of a meta repository. We're going to go ahead and limit by language. The reason being, and we're going to do English, which of course has, as you can see, a lot of resources. We're going to limit to English because this repository pulls information from resources and collections all over Europe, not just the US. So it's not US centric, rather it's European, and therefore obviously there are a number of languages. So we've just limited to English. Notice I have to scroll all the way down, which, considering how many possible languages we can select, there are quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and then go to context and select higher education, which is now further refined, taking us down to 31,000 items that are English and focused on higher education students. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and select material type. And notice it tells you how many items are under each material type. And the interesting thing is that they're not alphabetical, so it kind of jumps around. Exam comes after project document. I'm not exactly sure what decides the order here. I'm going to go ahead and select simulations. And then now we just browsed results for English, higher education, simulation, learning objects, and you'll see it gives a very, very brief description. And sometimes that description is clear and you can quickly determine what type of learning material, interactive learning material you're looking at. Other times it isn't always so clear. So here's a simulation for algorithms. If you click on that, it will actually open up a new page, and in this case it's actually opening up a file. So some of this actually goes right to the actual software that you can actually download. I'm going to go ahead and click on vacuum calibration and see if we go to a website, and here it took us to a website that wasn't found. So this, because of the sheer size of this repository, it's not always the most reliable. However, if you're having trouble finding things and you want to look for resources that are not US centric, this is a good place that you can use. To learn more, check out my book, Interactive Open Educational Resources.